Anyway, Mr. Tom Tom, I want you to tell us something. Maybe let us change the topic for something nicer, not sexual. Why, when you enter the heaven of Allah, there's two spring of water you have to drink from them? Do you have any idea? As long as you do not need scholars, there's two spring of water you need to drink from them. What kind of water that water is? As long as we are talking about fountains, what kind of water? What the first water will do, what the second water will do. Your mic.
Well, I don't know the particular thing you're asking about. I know there are various waters you can drink. There are fountains of milk, honey, pure water, and tasneem, right? And al-Kawthar, you can drink from them. These are all pure.
No. Tom, first of all, al-Kawthar is only for your prophet, not for the Muslims. Secondly, this is before you enter heaven. There's two angels in the door, security guards, and they will say to you, drink from this water and drink from this water. What those water? This is before you enter heaven. What those waters they do? Go ahead.
I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think you're made into a new creation. It's the only way you can enter heaven. It's like you leave your earthly body behind. When you drink that water, as far as I can remember, you will become a new creation, because you can.
You know what, Tom? You are a zucchini scholar. I mean, I don't know what kind of scholar you are. You see, somebody says to you, you will have a diarrhea. He's right. When you drink the first water, all the bad things in you will go out. Seriously. Actually, we have it in the Dean Show. Guys, do you remember the Dean Show where we used to play the video here? Do you remember it? Anyone remember the video we used to play here? It's called The Description of Paradise. The first water you drink, the guy, he says this, and he moves his hand down to his chest, down to his belly. Everything will go out, brother. It's a diarrhea. The first water you drink, and now supposedly you are ready to. This is the first step. Everything is in, will go out. So if you ate falafel and have in earth, if you ate shrimp, if you ate American burger, all will go out. So you enter heaven and you're empty. MashaAllah. So the first water, Mr. Scholar, no, this was false. This is false. This is what it says. I can play the video for you. And then you drink the second water. Now what the second water do? Scholar Tom. Let us see if Tom, he knows what the second water will do. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. Like I said, it's been a while.
You don't know, so why you put your hand up to answer? Okay, guys, the second water will make you tall. Will make you white and tall. Very white. Man. And then will make you tall like Adam. In the heaven of Allah, there's no black allowed. Let me assure you that. Allah is not racist at all. Everybody when enter heaven, he have to be very, not a brown, Indian, African, Chinese. No, sorry. Everybody, but don't worry. If you are a black person, you can enter heaven still, but Allah will make you white. All right. So Allah will make you see Allah. First, he will make you Michael Jackson. Then he will look at Michael Jackson. he's not white enough for me. So he will make you more white, and then by drinking that water, you get tall and you get white. Tom, how tall Adam was? Remind me, according to your prophet. Foot tall. That's not deep, that's high. That's not deep at all, that's really high. So you will be 90 foot tall after you drink the water. Anyone guys watch Alice in the Wonderland? Anyone watch the movie? Anyone watch it? Who saw the movie? So when Alice, she entered the room, if you remember, you know, I got this movie in a CD. I asked them, I want a movie for adult. They gave me this one. I'm not sure, maybe because I'm short, they thought this is for. Anyway, so give me this movie. I watched it at home, and it was Alice in the Wonderland. And then Alice, she entered a room after she fell down from the root of the tree, and then she eat cheese. Is that correct? And then she started growing. Which one make her grow, the water or the cheese? I think the cheese make her shrink. I forgot. The water make her grow, correct? Anyone remember? The water make her grow? It's a tea? You see, in my Arabian TV, it looked like water. In your German TV, it looked like tea, huh? Mashallah. Okay, so she drink water and she eat cheese, I think. I forgot what it is. And then she grow and she shrink. Isn't it amazing? The story has existed in Islam before Alice in the Wonderland. Look what we are talking about, and look what Tom is saying. That is saying that the Muslims, they are unstable people. We are talking about Alice in the Wonderland. La ilaha illa ilaha. Do you see the logic of this nation? We are showing how stupid is God. Why God he want to make you tall first, and why he do it by water? What about say me, all of you get tall? Huh? If Allah is God, do he need water to make you tall? And what will happen to you, Tom? You are going to heaven wearing an underwear. Did you watch the Green Man? What they call him, Hulk? Hulk. Anyone knows Hulk? Hulk in the heaven of Allah. Suddenly he grow and he grow and he grow and he grow. Yeah, he's growing. He will be 90 foot tall. Are you kidding me? You can imagine what will happen to his underwear. And then, by the way, as long as we're talking about the green, what is the clothes Allah will give to the Muslims there? Tom, what is the color of the clothes will be in the heaven? Your mind.
Yes, CP. On the day of judgment, right? Everybody will be naked. We won't be wearing any clothes, right? Because it says in the Quran that you will all come to me as the first creation, meaning we are all created naked. We are born naked. It's our parents who clothe us. So everybody will be naked. This earth will be flattened out. It will be a level plane. Every single creation, human being, from Adam alayhi salam to the last person, will be judged. They will stand in rows like the Muslims stand in a mosque in rows. And the clothes in heaven will be green brocade, right? Only the best. And men will have gold as well. They can wear gold. Muslims are forbidden gold in this world. All this will be provided. Lucky ones in heaven recline in couches, beautiful couches where they will recline and they will grab fruits which will hang. They can eat, drink, be happy. they can drink wine, but the wine does not intoxicate. They will not be intoxicated by drinking the wine of heaven. It is pure. It is from God. Well, Alhamdulillah.
Tom, you're getting excited. Hold on. So this wine, we drink it, but it's not make us drunk. Is that because there's no alcohol? Is that because there's no alcohol in it, your mind? No alcohol. So how you can call it wine? The wine without alcohol is not wine. But this is not wine. This is just a juice. So Allah is fooling you. It's a scam. He call it wine, but there's no alcohol. There's no wine without alcohol. Your mind.
Of course, you can have wine without alcohol.
Of course.
Right? It's the process. You can ferment wine and beer without any alcohol. Right? You
can, but this will not make it wine no more. That will not be beer no more. Beer is alcohol, and wine is alcohol. This is how the procedure happened. You know, if you cannot make the wine turn into alcohol, you don't have wine. You cannot make wine. There's no wine. This is just a grape. You are drinking just juice. That is not wine. What? Don't add sugar. What sugar, man? What sugar? Don't add sugar. Abdul, we are talking about there is no alcohol. There's no way you can make wine without alcohol, because in order to process the grape juice or any juice to make it beer, or to make it wine, or to make it whiskey, this is how the process works. The grape itself will turn into alcohol. If there's no alcohol, there's no beer, and there is no wine. We call it a different name. We call it juice. So Allah, He fool you. He promised you that you will drink wine, and that wine will not make you get drunk. He's lying to you. The reason you will not get drunk because it is not wine. Go on.
You see, once again, you're limiting God, right? God can do anything. Of course, He can provide alcohol-free wine in heaven. It will be pure, right? Pure wine, alcohol-free wine. You can drink it. Will not be intoxicated. God can make anything He wants. Yes, do you agree with that? He can make alcohol-free wine in heaven, which the lucky will drink, and they will not get drunk. They will not get intoxicated. That's on earth, not in heaven. You cannot get drunk in heaven. It's hard for you Christians to understand because you're all drunkards. You wine, beer, whiskey, rum. So you can't understand the concept. Alcohol-free wine. But not earth. You will be in the presence of.
Yeah, you will be in the presence of God, but your wife, her legs will be open wide, and you have 80,000 of them, and your penis will be so long, and you are in the presence of God. It is worrying you about being in the presence of God, but not worrying you that you are having sex with thousands of women, and there is a chair. That is what worrying you, huh? Suddenly, you are a Muslim, a decent person who is worried about God present, and you don't want to drink in the front of God. Well, look, Your God is promising you in his heaven nothing but sex and wine. The funny, by the way, that the wine is from the act and the work of shaitan. It's from the act of shaitan. Is going to say to take what he called it satanic. I thought satanic. He take the promise, which is supposedly a promise to his people. In the same time, in the Quran says that the wine is the act and the work of shaitan. That's how funny and how stupid this religion is. And yet a Muslim, when he speak about being in the presence of God, he want to tell us that he is a person who respect the presence of God. Your God obviously is a pimp. And you mention a tree, that the tree have a fruit, and the fruit of the tree is everything you wish. Tom Tom, is that true, or I'm making things up? And you can walk underneath the tree more than 100 years under one branch. Is that true? No, no, no. Whatever you wish, you can find in that tree. Not only fruits. Anything, anything. Is that true or not? Your mind.
Yes, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that there is a tree in heaven which the shadow 100 years past it. Just imagine, forget your earthly, you think it's impossible on earth, but it's possible in heaven. This tree is so big, you can't comprehend it. It's shadow. The tree will cast a shadow, and you cannot travel past it within 100 years. I have no idea how long that is, and I have no idea if we will travel on a camel or a rocket or a spaceship, but there is a hadith which says this tree is so big that we cannot escape its shadow for 100 years. It's so beautiful, guys. You have to really think.
I'm converting. I cannot resist this tree. A very big tree. The question is, what was the fruits of the tree? I did not give you the mic to tell me about how big. We know how big it is. What is the fruit of the tree? Your mic.
Well, it doesn't mention any fruit of this particular tree, right? But it says in the Quran there are fruit. You can have grapes. You can have pomegranates. You can have anything you wish for, which will hang down. This tree doesn't have any fruit. I don't think. I think you're confusing something else.
I am the one that's confusing. So what's the benefit of this tree? If this tree does not have a fruit, what's the benefit of this tree? Your mind.
Dude, it's just a tree, you know. It had a special mention because it's so huge, it's so big. I don't know what fruit.
Guys, Allah have a big tree, and He's telling us about His big tree. Let me open the camera for you guys. I want to show you a big tree. This is God. So God, he mentioned to us that there's a big tree and that's it. What is tree for? Do you know or you do not know? Your mind.
The tree is for decoration, for beautifying the heaven, like the same purpose as in earth, right?
Okay, sit down, Abdul. I have a surprise for you. Guys, we go back to the story of Alice in the Wonderland. Alice, when she enter into the other world, where did she go? Where she go? Inside the tree, right? The tree, and there's a hole in the tree. This is exactly what Muhammad is teaching. The gate of the heaven of Islam, the one he is going to Allah, it's coming from the root of that tree. So Muhammad, he appear, this is why it says Sidrat al-Muntaha, he appear there from the root of that tree. And then when Muhammad, he want to come back, this is the airport of Allah. This is where people, they go. I'm very serious about Ibn Salih. You want to challenge me? We have Ibn Salih here. Let us get him busted. Ibn Salih, how are you doing? How are you doing? Alhamdulillah. Ibn Salih, take the mic and tell us about Sidrat al-Muntaha. What is Sidrat al-Muntaha? And we will go from there. Your mic.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings, everybody. Sidrat al-Muntaha, the Lot tree, the furthest, the ultimate. What is Muntaha? Where the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam traveled to. In order for us to understand.
Hold on, guys. Take a note. Take a note. Muhammad, he traveled to the tree. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear him saying that? Muhammad, he traveled to the tree. To the tree? What do you mean the Prophet, he traveled to the tree? Your mind.
Christian Prince, can you ask an intelligent question? So you don't know the story of the Sidrat al-Muntaha? Is that what you're saying to me? It's a very, very long story, and I don't think you're going to give me 2 hours on mic. Allowed or half an hour on mic? Please type 1 if you're going to give me some time to explain. That Sidra means a tree full of leaves with a great shade. Great shade. It is located, where is the Sidrat al-Muntaha? At the highest point of the ascension. In other words, where the angels, the furthest point where the angels can go to. The Shuhada, the people of those who were martyred. Not even the angels can pass this point. Even Gabriel, on the Mi'raj, we are told about the Sidrat al-Muntaha, where the furthest point that you can reach, subhanahu wa ta'ala. In other words,
my question is that tree is the airport of landing and leaving the heaven? The airport? No? Are you sure? Are you challenging me? Are you making a challenge? Is my mic good, guys? Am I heard better now? Am I heard? Okay. Are you challenging me? Evan, are you? Do you dare to challenge me? Don't talk about many nations. No. My question is very simple. According to Islam, is it true that everyone who enters the heaven, he will appear from that tree? The ground of this tree, like Alice in the Wonderland? And everyone who leave heaven, he leave heaven from that point? No. All right. Here we go. You speak Arabic, so I do not need to translate to you. Open the link, please. Open the link. Read for me and translate, and let us laugh together. The mic is yours. Poor kid. Ibn, what happened? You challenged me to prove to you that the Sidrat al-Muntaha is not the landing ground, and it's not the leaving ground for people who enter heaven. It's not the airport. Read for me what it says there. What the story of the stars? Yeah, that's why it's talking about this. It's mixed together, heaven, stars, whatever. This is your book. So what you are saying is not true. Everyone who went to heaven, he will go inside the ground of the tree. He will come from the root of the tree, like Alice in the Wonderland. And everyone, when they leave the heaven of Allah, he will leave from that tree. And this is what happened to your prophet. He arrived to that tree, he left from that tree. And this tree have a leaf. The leaf of the tree, by the way, they are so huge, like the elephant ear. It's in front of you. I'm not saying anything. This is Alice in the Wonderland. It's exactly the same story. If you never heard it before, welcome to Christian Prince to learn from him. Not my fault. Correct, guys? Is it my fault that Muslims are ignorant about their religion? This is why you Muslims come here to learn from me. Read my books. Tom, I'm giving the proofs. You see, Ibn Salih, he speaks Arabic, not like you. And look at the scholars there. The one is mentioned. Those are big names, are not like shish kebab, but a tomato. You know? Those are big names there. What are you talking about? You Muslims obviously believe in the fairy tale stories, which exist long time ago before Islam, heaven, and this is the tree of life. And people will be coming from the tree and leaving from the tree. Of life. This is the tree of life. And by the way, I can find you the same reference in Sahih Muslim. Who won the reference from Sahih Muslim? In English. By the way, translation there is very funny, but we will let it go. So even what happened to you? Are you shocked? Are you shocked about the international airport of Allah? It's a tree. And you people believe in religion, believe in Alice in the Wonderland story? Huh? Are you? A prophet of God, he will come out from the tree like Alice in the Wonderland? By the way, I wasn't planning to talk about this, but here we go. The story ends here. That's deep. That's really deep. Ibn Salih, he will come like a little monkey from under the tree, and he look around. What is that? Oh, big tree here. Oh, I'm in heaven. Okay, let me leave the heaven. Hey, my brother. Hey, follow me from here, from here. Yes, I am in the root of the tree. Sidrat al-Muntaha, Allahu Akbar. It's so big, it's so big. 100 years to cross, brother. And look at the roots, brother. What if you are fat? How you can get out? Oh, I forgot the tree is so big. Oh boy. And you Muslims, you say the Christians believe in Santa Claus who come in the chimney? We don't believe in that. It's you who believe in the chimney, which is a tree. You Muslims will go to heaven from inside a tree, and you will go out of heaven from a tree. That is the chimney of Islam. Ibn, what happened? Are you searching Google? Ibn? Guys, somebody call 911. I'm sorry, not 911. Allah. What do you want to say, Tom? What do you want to say? I gave the proofs, I gave the reference. Your prophet is telling you nothing but fairy tale stories. You're mine.
Yeah, thank you, CP. What you do is you take two different hadith and put them together, right? There's more than one tree, right? One hadith.
Potato. It says there, Sidratul Muntaha. Sidratul Muntaha. We are talking about one tree, not other tree. There's only one tree. It's called Sidratul Muntaha. Your prophet, he landed from the root of that tree, and when he came back to the earth, he went from the root of the tree, like exactly like Alice in the Wonderland. Well, I'm giving the reference. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Here we go. What is Sidrat al-Muntaha? What tree we are talking about? Read with me. Sidrat al-Muntaha. He was taken to Sidrat al-Muntaha. Where Muhammad was taken to, guys? Muhammad was taken to where? To the airport of Houston. And that is Sidrat al-Muntaha. And what is Sidrat al-Muntaha? It's a tree. Where it's located? It is in the terminator of the second heaven. What do you mean? I'm very confused, Ibn Salih. What do you mean? It says it clearly. You see, this is your Muslim translation. I'm reading Arabic. You read Arabic. Huh? It says, فَيُقْبَضُ مِنْهَا وَإِلَيْهَا يَنْتَهِي مَا يُهْبَطُ بِهِ. Do you see it? أسري برسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم انتهى به إلى سدرة المنتهى وهي في السماء السادسة إليها ينتهي ما يعرج به من الأرض فيقبض منها وإليها ينتهي ما يهبط به من فوقها فيقبض منها إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى. That is the airport of Allah. The mic is yours.
You translating those words as is that everything comes out of the tree and everything goes into the tree. Where does it say everything goes into the tree and everything comes out of the tree? It says everything stops at the tree. Nothing goes beyond that tree. Nothing can go beyond that tree.
hold on. Nothing can go beyond the tree, and nothing can go what? But because it's speaking in two directions. If what you are saying, that means you cannot go there and you cannot go back from there. Hello? And the Arabic is so clear. Arabic, Ibn. It says, وسدرة المنتهى شجرة في أقصى الجنة ينتهي this here speak about the knowledge, and then he continues saying, let's see, where that here, all right. And by the way, the Muslims are confused if it is in the sixth heaven or not. القاضي, he said, كونها في السابعة وهي الأصح وقول الأكثرين. And then he continued. And here he say, all right, listen. It says, لما أسري برسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم سدرة المنتهى وهي في السماء السادسة إليها ينتهي ما يعرج به من الأرض. To it is where the person who is coming from the earth is arriving. So any person who comes from the earth arrive to that point, which is the tree. Doesn't say next to the tree, doesn't say in the side of the tree, doesn't say at close to the tree, it says to the tree. Do you see it? Even? And your prophet انتهي به إلى سدرة المنتهى وهي في السماء السادسة التي ينتهي ما يعرج به من الأرض. It is where, and it says, and the prophet, he arrived to the tree, which is a place in the sixth heaven, which is the place where every person or whoever going there is going to stop there, is going to be there. This is what it says. It doesn't say that that Muhammad, he will arrive and then he will walk to the tree. No, it says he arrived to the tree. He traveled from where? Look what it says. From the earth to the tree, not to the first heaven, not to the second heaven, not the third heaven. So you are going to show up in the heaven of Allah from the tree. This is the airport. The mic is yours.
So you have a problem when you translate the words. Is that your problem, Christian? At the tree, when he gets to the tree, it doesn't say he comes out of the tree. Where does it say he comes out of the tree?
Evan, listen carefully. It says, everyone, he depart from the earth, he end in the tree. Does it say that, or I'm making things up? So what the point A is at the earth. What is point B? The tree. The tree. Oh, you tell me then when it says the tree, it doesn't say anything. It says you end in the tree. Doesn't say in the side of the tree. Doesn't say a meter from the tree. It doesn't say. It says you depart from the earth. What is the point A? Is it earth? What is the point B? The tree. Okay, so why I am confused? I'm not. You leave from the earth and you depart from the earth and you arrive to what? Does it say the land of the tree? No. Does it say the side of the tree? No. It says the tree. At the tree. Thank you very much. At the tree, right? At the tree in Arabic means to the tree, not next to the tree, because you are living from the earth. And you are what? Arriving to heaven. And what is the heaven? How you arrive to heaven? The tree. Okay, well, hold on. Are you saying to me the tree is the first point of heaven? So we have an edge of a table, and then there's a tree in the corner, and then we arrive there. Is that what you are saying? Clearly that the tree is in the sixth heaven. Some they say in the seventh heaven. So you have to pass through 7 heavens or the 6 heavens, right? And then you appear in the heaven where you appear from the tree. When you appear in the 7th heaven, you are going like a worm coming from the ground. You put your head up and you are in the tree in the 6th heaven. But I'm not mocking. It's in the front of my eyes. Okay, you know what? Listen carefully. How you can arrive to the tree? If the tree is 100 distance big, you see how big this tree? Correct, guys? Because I can arrive to the side of the tree, and instead I am 100 years far away. Guys, the tree is what? Is the tree consider is the branch, or the tree is the tree? What is the tree? Is it the branch which far away, 100 years far, or the main thing of the tree? What they call it? What they call it? The main thing of the tree? The trunk. That is the tree. So it says the tree, and this tree is 100. The distance of this tree, the shade of this tree can cover 100. So we're talking about something really huge. So I cannot be next to the tree, such a tree like this, unless I am really in the tree or touching the tree, touching the trunk of the tree. Of it, he depart and he arrived to the tree. Well, I'm making fun of you, absolutely. This is very stupid religion. And hold on, just wait. Just to show you who is fool, who fool here, in this story. Is it true? It says that this tree, it's covered by many colors, and this tree, each leaf of it is the same as the ear of an elephant. And this tree, there's 4 rivers coming underneath of it. Is that true? And one of them is the river of Nile River in Egypt, and the other one is Euphrates, which is in Iraq. Or I'm making things up? Ibn, am I making things up? The mic is yours. Just to show you how much fairy tale stories in Islam is. There's 4 rivers under the tree. And the reason they are saying that, by the way, because the old Aramaic people and the Egyptian, they believe that when you dive in the river of the Nile River in Egypt, that is the water of God. This is where you can go to the other heaven. This is why the god, the Pharaoh, they used to draw him that he is driving a ship, and that ship take the Nile River, and then he go to God, to his father. And then you will see the Aramaic, they say the same about Euphrates. Euphrates is the way to the heaven. And then you will find the same story exists in Jerusalem. Anyone knows where? We spoke about it before. Anyone knows where? Do you know the Rock Mosque? Anyone heard of the Rock Mosque? Anyone heard of it? The Rock Mosque, supposedly, according to the old legends, and even some of the Jews in their fairy tale stories, they believe that the flood of Noah ground, and then God He blocked that fountain of water by the rock. You know, so those are old legends, and Muhammad is a copy paste. He's taking those stories from those legends and he's teaching them to his followers, and then he come with the story that underneath of this tree, Sidrat al-Muntaha, the tree of life, there's 4 rivers. 2 of them they are seen, and 2 of them they are not seen. Is Euphrates and the Nile River, and those are from the rivers of heaven. Guys, you want to see the hadith? Even, or you know it? Even, do you know the hadith? Take the mic. Do you know the hadith or you don't?
I want to know what's the point of your discourse. That is what I want to know. I want.
Ibn, come on, you are smart, right? Supposedly, the point is I'm proving that Islam is a false. The river of Euphrates is in the earth. It's in Iraq. It's come all the way from Turkey, go through Iraq and Syria. Hello? This is not in the heaven. Same as the Nile River, to do with the heaven of Allah. And why it's coming from under the Sidrat al-Muntaha? This is the question. You do not know? You want to play dumb? You want to play dumb, right? So you don't answer the question. Is it true your prophet, he said, that tree which is in the heaven, there's 2 rivers, 4 rivers, 2 of them is the Nile River and the Euphrates? Yes or no? You're mine.
جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها.
Later, you can. What's wrong with Muslims today? Everyone into our room, he do belly dancing. Even the question is it true your prophet, he said, from that tree we are talking about, there's 4 rivers come from that tree, and they are, he named 2 of them. 2 of them they are visible, visible, and 2 they are invisible. And the visible one is the Nile and Euphrates. Yes or no?
CP, you're confused. You're confused about the rivers. The rivers in Jannah is not the Nile and the Euphrates. The rivers doesn't sit under the tree. There are millions of rivers. The person that goes to Jannah will have rivers flowing. Jannah will have millions of rivers. Yes. Flowing rivers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a promise where we can sip from rivers. Of 4 rivers is that.
Even, are you asking me, are you challenging me that I am lying and there is no hadith saying such a thing? Is that what you are saying? Guys, did he say there's no Euphrates and there's no Nile River? Did he say that? Which means he's accusing me that I am either ignorant or lying. So are you challenging me to find the hadith? If this is the case, I will go and look for it. You're mine. Tick, 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 tick.
I think that you're taking it out of context. I don't know what you're talking about, the Nile and the Euphrates River.
A second ago, there was nothing like this. Now I'm taking it out of context. You see how the talk changed? A second ago, he was saying there's no such a thing. Now I'm taking it out of context. Okay, give us the context of it. You're mine.
Yes, then I will make sure I have the correct hadith. To refresh my memory, can I do that? You seem to be up to date with it. Let me just go.
Are you saying to me or answering me about the hadith, but you do not know the hadith? You are confirming an answer of something you don't even remember? How you can do that? Oh, I forgot you are a Muslim doctor who gave the patient honey without asking him what the disease. How you give me the answer and you do not know what we are talking about? That's a miracle. Refresh my mind. So you do not know it, right? You do not know the hadith. Do you know the hadith or you don't? Your mic.
Yes, there are short hadiths that says the Nile, and that would be amongst the rivers in Jannah. Sahan, Jayhan, Euphrates, and the Nile.
Great. So suddenly now he admitted that there is a hadith says that one of the rivers in the Jannah, it is a Nile River. Did you hear him? Okay. How that happened? The Nile River is a river coming from the heart of Africa, going all the way through Ethiopia, going all the way to Egypt, have nothing to do with the heaven of Allah. In there, your mind.
CP, there are hundreds of ahadith about Jannah, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hadith about Jannah. This is a very, very short hadith. I think it's chapter in Sahih Muslim with Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu reported. I don't know the context of this hadith. I don't know how the
Abdul, let me help you. Hold on. Let me find you the hadith. Obviously, you do not know how to find a hadith. You don't, right? Hold on. Here we go. It was short. I can give you the long one. I can give you a short one. Which one you like? Do size matter for you? What do you mean short or long? Who cares? As long as your prophet said that, your prophet said that. Sometimes you follow the long one, but the short you don't follow because it's size matter issue. Why do you keep repeating saying short one, short one? Guys, be my witness. The Muslim, they will not follow a statement of their prophet if it's short. It has to be long because size does matter in Islam. What's wrong with you? This is the hadith. Here we go. I got it. Everybody open, and I will pause the translation. And the mic is yours, and you read for us. You can freeze the text so you can see the hadith without moving. Your mic, Ibn Saleh.
I was raised to the low tree and saw 4 rivers, 2 of which were coming out and 2 going in. These which were coming out were the Nile and the Euphrates, and those were going in with 2 rivers in paradise. Some call them Nahlain, Sahlain, and Nahlain. Then I was given 3 bowls, one containing milk, another containing honey, and a third containing wine. I took the bowl containing milk and drank it. He said to me, "You and your followers will be on the right path of Islam." Yes, there is a mention of it. I know of the mention of it, but I mean, what do you want me to think about? What do you want me to say? What is it that you...
Stop playing games, man. What do you mean? What do you want to say? Explain to us how the Nile River and the Euphrates River is coming from under the tree of Sidrat al-Muntaha, which is in the 7th heaven. What do you mean? What do you want to say? Obviously, you do not know what to say. Correct, guys? He's in trouble. You're a prophet, obviously. He's making fun of you, claiming that the Euphrates River and the Nile River, they are in the heaven. But that's not true. And they are exactly under that tree, the airport. I posted for you in Arabic. You see in the translation, they did not give the correct translation. It says, وَفِعْتُ إِلَى السُّدْرَةِ Sidrat al-Muntaha. So I've been raised up to the, not to the lotus tree, it is to Sidra, which is Sidrat al-Muntaha tree. And I saw for river, he saw. He is not giving metaphorical. He's speaking about something real. So right away when Muhammad, he came out from the tree, guys, do you see what it says? This is answer our first question. Does it say there, I was raised to the lotus tree? This is the Muslim translation, be my witness. Does it say that? So he was not raised to a different location, it was to the tree. No, to where? To the tree. Does it say to the lotus tree? It didn't say next to the tree. It didn't say around the tree. No, it says to the tree. So your prophet is the same as Alice in the Wonderland. He came out from the tree, he put his head up, and then he saw 4 rivers coming from the tree. And that tree is Sidrat al-Muntaha, and there's 4 rivers. 2 of them are Nile and Euphrates. I don't know how Muhammad, he know that they are Nile and Euphrates. Do they have their names on them? I mean, seriously, how he know? Let us say you take me in an airplane and I land in somewhere I have no idea where, and then right away I open the door of the airplane and I say, oh, this is the Nile River. How I know this is the Nile River? Guys, are you understanding me? How even he know by seeing a river that this is the Nile River? How he know that this is Euphrates River? Rivers are rivers. Do they have their names on them? Do they have a sticker? So this story here alone is enough to prove to us that Muhammad is copying the legions of old nations. You will see all those stories in my coming books. Just wait. How many of you guys would like to have my coming book, The Roots of Islam? This is just a little of the stories. You will not believe it. Islam is nothing but a collection of fairy tale stories. Everything is coming from somewhere. Muhammad, he had nothing of his own. The story of the Euphrates River is the land, or let's say the landing of God. This is something he took it from the Sabian. The Sabians, same as the people of Egypt. They believe that the Nile River, they used to believe that the Nile River is the river of God. And when God is upset from them, he punished them by the river. And when he is happy with them, he rewards them by the river. And when they want to meet God, they go through the river. This is why in certain time they use to, even in old nation, not only the Egyptian, when somebody die, they put him in the top of a board, and then either they burn him in the top of the board of the river, let the boat swim, or the board swim, or they let the boat go and the dead man there, so he go to God. Where is the knowledge? Even you are saying to me that your prophet, when he said the Nile River is coming from the heaven, from under the tree of Allah, he is knowledgeable? Are you serious? Guys, do you see the logic of the Abdul? And instead of being ashamed, now he's saying, you prove to me that Allah is very knowledgeable. Let us hear what Ibn want to say. Tom, I will give you the mic after Ibn he speak. Adult first. Tom, you speak later. Go ahead, Ibn, your mic.
Do you know how many topics you've brought up about the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Do you know how much knowledge you've told these people the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has? You just said now, a few minutes ago, that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, took the story from somewhere. He took the stories from the Torah, the Injil, which means that he had a copy of the Torah, the Injil, he had a copy of the Sabians, the Zoroastrians, he had a copy of all the knowledge that was available. From the whole world, he knew geography, he knew science, he knew he had all of this knowledge. You are trying to ridicule it. You are trying to make it into something, but there's a vast ocean of knowledge. It's huge. Do you know how many ahadith there are on the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? That is Allahu Akbar. I mean, I can't understand how you cannot see it. So when you're talking about the Sidrat al-Muntaha, how did the Prophet acquire this knowledge of the 4 rivers? How does he know about the Nile River when he is in Medina? How does he know from Medina what the Nile River looks like? How does he know about the Nile River? How does he even know to mention the Nile River and the Euphrates? And which means he has,
Ibn, you are very funny. Your prophet, he went to Ethiopia, right? And your prophet, he went to Syria, right? And both of them, they have rivers, and those rivers, one is Euphrates and one is Nile. So everybody knows the 2 rivers, they are big, huge. You see, guys, the amazing knowledge of the prophet? You see, guys, the amazing knowledge, how he know? How he know? They are rivers, everybody know them. Huge rivers. What's wrong with you? Those are not a faucet. Nations after nations through thousands of years, they live by side of these rivers. They live from them. As long your prophet is amazing with knowledge, how he say such a stupid thing that those rivers are under the tree of Allah in the heaven? How this happen? Your mic.
The story of the Sidrat al-Muntaha is something that was confirmed by the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This story was told previously. Did you know that? That there were quite a few cultures that tell the story of a sacred tree. So the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said he came to confirm that which came before. Am I correct? Yes, he copied them.
Thank you, he copied them, but those are fairy tale stories. The tree of life, if you eat from it, you stay alive. And the fountain of life, if you drink from it, you stay alive, and you became youth. This is what your prophet is teaching. And not only that, guys, if you see the story there, it says that the Euphrates River and the Nile River, their water is what? Anyone did read? Those rivers, they have yogurt or milk and honey and wine. But how the Euphrates River have such a thing? How the Nile River have such a thing? And you are telling me, you are confirming to me that your prophet is confirming the fairy tale stories exist before him. That's because he's a scam. That's not because he is a true prophet. He is copying what other fairy tale stories. I'm not saying that. You are saying, guys, did he say the prophet he copied from them? Did he say that? Be my witness. He said, yes, the prophet copied them. So he copied the fairy tale stories and make it as coming from God. You're mine. Thank you for saying that.
The Prophet Muhammad did not invent any of this. It's not an invention. I say it was confirmed from previous prophets.
What prophets?
It's not an invention. Don't you understand that? That the continuation of prophetic.
Okay, just show me the prophet who said before that the Euphrates River is in the heaven and the Nile River is in the heaven. You're mine. Go ahead.
If you give me time, I will find it for you. I will find you a story on the tree, even in China. In China, there is is a tree. Every 1,000 years, a God tree produced.
Evan, you just say the prophets. Prophets. Name for me the prophet you said who said that. Not, don't tell me the Chinese. I'm just saying to you that Muhammad is copying legions of nations. You are confirming what I'm saying. You said that Muhammad is saying what the prophets before him said. Show me, name for me the prophet who said, prophet, huh? Not the storyteller. He said that the river is born from that tree, the river of Nile, and the Euphrates River is born from that tree, and their water is wine and the yogurt. You're mine.
This is a story that was told before about a sacred tree. It is. I'm trying to get to. Let me find you the reference. I'll be back now. I'll find it for you.
Oh boy.
It's, pagan doesn't mean, it means people who became pagan, they carried stories from the prophets, inhabited slumber. People become pagans by saying God is three in one. You know, polytheists. That is how you.
You are the one who believe in three gods, not us. But we don't want to talk about topic right now. Guys, didn't we confirm many times that Muslims are the one who worship more than one God? And this guy himself, he helped us many times with that. He is the one who said the Quran is not created. The Quran is divine. It's eternal. Not created by Allah. And it's not Allah. So now we have to divine. The knowledge of Allah is not created by Allah. And it's not Allah. So now we have a three divine. We have Allah, we have the knowledge, and we have the word of Allah or the word of God. Three and created, but they are not connected and they are not one. Three divine. It's you who believe in that. For us, we believe that we have one God. The word of God is God. You go to chapter 1 in John, it says, in the beginning it was the word, and the word was with God, and the word is the God. So for us, the word of God is God, and that is Jesus, the Messiah. Isn't it the Quran says that Allah, he sent down his word to Mary? So Jesus is the word of God coming down from heaven to who? To Mary. The Quran confirmed that. Let's go back to our topic. Show me the prophet who said the Euphrates River is coming from the heaven of God. It's in the seventh heaven. Guys, do you know how far the seventh heaven is? How far the sun is? Anyone can tell me how far the sun from us? How far? Not by the speed of donkey. The sun is a 300 mile, Tom. Oh boy. Tom is quoting numbers from Islamic websites. 93 million miles. Now the seventh heaven is a lot more far. This is nothing, you know, like 90 million, you know, speed of light year. No, we are talking about the seventh heaven, not this galaxy, not the Canadian galaxy. There's many galaxies. The end of the universe, where Allah he lives, brother. And the Euphrates River is coming from there. And the Nile River is coming from there. Eben, I hope you will come back and you will, because you know, usually Muslims, what they do, they promise us they will find reference and then they play dead and they never show, they leave. Right? A tree of life mentioned in the book of Genesis, dentist, the tree, the knowledge, the tree, and good of evil. You see, this is a stupid of you. You are talking about the story of Adam and Eve. This is not about a tree, you eat from it, you became alive, and it's not 100 years, it's just a tree. This is the story of Adam and Eve, where God, he said to them, don't eat from this tree, that's all. It's a tree. But God, he forbid them, the story they represent, that don't eat from that tree, that's my order, that's it, to obey him. But nowhere it says that this tree is where the rivers come from it, and this tree where everything comes from it. God created the tree and created Adam and Eve. The significance about it is God, he is giving order, obey or disobey, you are free. All this heaven, there's many trees, except this one, don't eat from it, obey me. That's it. There's nothing unique about this tree. Here we go, they ate from the tree, nothing happened to them. Correct, guys? Did Adam, when he ate from the tree, became a giant? Became powerful? Became a magical? No. Nothing. He became a sinner, that's all, because he disobeyed God. The tree you are talking about in the heaven, it's so huge and no tree like it. There's many trees in the heaven of Allah, but this tree is 100 years you walk us through it, and there's 4 rivers come from underneath of it. You're mine.
This tree is mentioned over and over and over again. Just because the Prophet in Genesis didn't mention it as by Sidrat al-Muntaha, you don't know if it is or is not the Sidrat al-Muntaha.
Evan, with my respect, where he left, I hope he will come back. Guys, the tree was mentioned in the Bible. Is it in the sky or it's in the earth? Where is it located? In the earth. So this has nothing to do with this. You are being stupid now. The Christians, by the way, the Muslims don't believe that heaven, the Garden of Eden, for the Muslims is not in earth, it's in heaven. All right. For us, it speaks about different place. It's a garden. It's just a garden. And this garden have trees, and God forbid Adam to eat from that tree. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. The Muslims, their heaven is in the sky, not in the earth. So it cannot be, even there, even if we want to go with him, it cannot be the same tree. Because that tree we are talking about in Islam, it exists in the 7th heaven. I hope he will come back. But I think he has decided to flee. You want to say something, Tom? Oh, I can't wait to hear your wisdom, man. Go ahead. The knowledge is coming, your mic. Give birth.
Yeah, going back to this, the 4 rivers, okay? God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tells us that the land between the Nile and the Euphrates are blessed, okay? This means that the Nile and the Euphrates are from heaven. The 2 rivers.
I want you to show me where Allah he said that the land between the river of Euphrates and the Nile is blessed. Can you show me the reference? I will learn from you. You're mine.
Yeah, it's in the Bible, dude. Have you ever read the Bible? It says the land.
You know what, Tom? You're like a mice who her belly is big, so for long. And then when you give delivery, you still give a mice. Tom, we are talking about rivers in the sky, far away from here. Far away. And these rivers are in the 7th heaven. So the question is, what the river of Nile doing in the heaven of Allah, in the seventh heaven. Not the first heaven, not the second heaven, in the seventh heaven. What the Euphrates River is doing there. Yomai, go ahead.
I don't know if you're aware, but there's a copy of the Kaaba in heaven. So there's a copy of the Nile and the Euphrates in heaven. It's simple, man. Use your logic. It's everything is in the Quran and the Hadith. Once you learn it, everything falls into place. It's logic.
And there's a copy of me and you in the heaven of Allah. Oh boy. Okay, where you get this information that there is a copy? Can you show me the reference? I want to increase my knowledge. You might.
Yeah, man, it's widely known in Islam that there is a copy of the Kaaba in heaven where 70,000 angels at a time do tawaf around the Kaaba in heaven. Yes, this is widely accepted. There's a hadith, right? It's how we know. Like I said, you put the whole of Islam together and it makes sense. You nitpick certain bits and pieces, make fun of it, call you a liar. You know, Islam is perfect. The Quran and Hadith, they.
Tom, okay, now there is a Kaaba in the heaven. Why? You want to do Hajj in the heaven? You will do Hajj in the heaven? Why you have a copy of the Kaaba in the heaven? You're mine.
Yes, CP, I've already said the angels, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, at a given time, there's, if not more, angels pray around the Kaaba in heaven. They do the tawaf. Imagine 70,000 angels. Okay, it's in the Hadith, man. Go and find it. There's a copy in heaven. It's directly above.
Tom. 80,000 angels going around the Kaaba. Why only 70 and 80,000? What about the rest around the Kaaba? What is there? Who's there? Who is in that Kaaba? Why 70? They take their turns to do what? Why there's 70,000 angels going around an empty room? You're mine?
Yeah, they pray around it, CP, around the Kaaba. They ambulate around it. They go around, right?
Why? There's a chairs around the Kaaba and there's a music, and when we stop the music, they have to take a chair, and the loser, we kick him out. Why they are going in a cycle around the Kaaba? It's an empty room. What for? Allah is there. Go around Allah. Why you need the Kaaba there? You're mine.
Well, it's God's will, isn't it? Everything is God's will, right? Angels to pray around the Kaaba. Yeah. This is why I say you have to use your logic. You know, to know the answers, you have to go either to the Quran or is in there. Yeah. And if something's not clear, we don't ask why, like you. Very clear. I mean, why should we don't need to know why the Kaaba in heaven. Why do we need to know that? We don't. It's we have been given this information that the angels circumambulate, I can't even say the word, go around the Kaaba in heaven, 70,000 at a time or more, whatever. It's God's will. God wills it. You don't need to know what we don't need to know what happens in heaven. All we need to know is that we worship our Creator.
No, you cannot ask questions, not because you are saying we do not need to know, because the Quran forbids you from asking questions. Chapter 5, verse 101. It says, ask not questions. And verse number 102, it says, because if you ask, you will leave Islam. For Islam is stupid. So Islam forbids you from asking questions. For if you do so, you will leave. The Quran is saying that, not me. People before you ask the same questions, they leave. They lost their faith. For Islam does not have answers. So this is why when we ask you a very simple answer, why Allah He have a Kaaba in the heaven? You have no answer. You said we do not need to ask. Why Allah have even a Kaaba in the earth? And by the way, guys, the Arabian Peninsula